on in. Come on in, y'all.
Problem, no. Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. Nothing can stop me. No. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Hey, we are back. We are back. We are back.
You want to come on with me today? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty. Please that booty.
Take that chip.
All right. Peace and blessings to everyone that's out here tonight. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Hit the like button on the way in. And if you're new, hit the subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to this video so you can get all future live streams. I am just hearing a whole bunch of extra shit that I should not be hearing. If y'all hear everything good, put a 1 in the chat. I am going through some. Hold on. I'm just going through some things. This is what happens when you be struggle streaming. You be struggle streaming, you be hearing all kind of extra shit, unnecessary things that be going on in your live stream. But if you good, if you hear everything clear, put all right, this is good. Okay, thank you. Maybe it's just on my end. That's probably why some content creators be like putting their headphones on when they be doing their live streams, so they ain't gotta hear shit. I think I do eventually need to get another mic system. I need to get a whole nother board. I need to get a whole nother system as far as what I got going on. Please forgive me, y'all. I am struggle streaming, and I need help. You know, if y'all want to help out to the cause, you know, definitely feel free to hit the Cash App. Cash App is scrolling across the screen, and I did have it in big bold letters. You know what I'm saying? But everything that's coming on as far as with this does get put to the channel. You know, so if you're more than willing to help out, contribute, a whole bunch of ones beats a whole bunch of nones, y'all. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Y'all see the title. I'm not about to do a long soliloquy. Shout out to all those. Hey, Sweetness, shout out to you for coming in tonight. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, it's a blessing for us to be in the land of the living for all the shit that's been going on out here. I'm going to say this before I get started with the show. I did catch wind to a video, some video clippings of what went on at the first club set that did in fact happen for the club season for Chicago, for Illinois. Every year, the first weekend in September, it's the social club season starts. For all those that know, for a long time, I was a part of this social club circle for a number of years, well over a decade. What really got me up out of it was how leadership was moving, how members were acting, and how rules wasn't being enforced. Like real talk. It used to be times I used to walk up in the club scenes, and this is what that's how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like every year, every season, same shit, same shit, same shit. I thought I was doing something with it, but obviously, I'm a lame. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that's for that circle. There are times, and we all have to admit this to ourselves. There are situations, circles, and places that we're just not welcome or cohesive with those circles. So, with that being said, it always will behoove you to move around from them circles. I caught wind to a video. The very first fucking club set that y'all all go to, to get your numbers up, that, you want to show out that your club is doing that much better this season than what it was the last season. You probably recruited, got a whole bunch of people, got your cousin, your peg leg uncle, your auntie, with with the motherfucking mashed potato arms and all kind of shit. Didn't matter. As long as you came out in numbers, you tried to show, a strong front. But for whatever reason, and not just what just happened here recently, but for whatever reason, you niggas can't fucking get along with each other. You niggas got a bitch, moan, complain, talk about each other instead of networking, instead of getting to know each other as a family, instead of building relationships, fellowshipping. Y'all rather party, bullshit, and fight. I just saw a video of the very first club set that just happened for the city of Chicago. He said, what the host said, club work, can't do no more events. That's on them. That's on them. And that, in my time in the circle, was a very decent clubhouse. I remember when they used to have it upstairs. They used to have an upstairs to their clubhouse. That's before some shit had happened and the floor caved in. Some of y'all that's new don't know nothing about that. If you 10 years plus in that circle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And they had shut it down for a minute because they had to redo it. So when you go into it now, it's a totally different thing than what it was, say, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. It ain't the same circle, but they try to do it. They try to accommodate the social club world, because if y'all really want to know the history behind it, social clubs is really the bank the MC clubs. They're the ones that get out there and socialize, do the community service, and fund whatever MCs is backing, giving them the green light to go and aim high. But because we live in a state, and because the social club world live in a city that don't care about nothing but clout, money, partying, and bullshit, that rules out the window. Some of y'all believe and think that y'all should be independent in the club world. Y'all not biker boys. This ain't the movies. Okay. Y'all sit up here and pay all this money for these colors and things like that. And y'all go to this establishment or that establishment that is already established, already has a legacy, already has history, already out here in these streets like that. You go up into some of them places with them so-called fake ass colors y'all wearing and don't nobody know y'all. Oh, the MC is gonna take that shit up off your way. They're gonna be like, who y'all up under? What you talking about? We ain't up under nobody. Yeah, either y'all gonna come up under us or y'all ain't about to walk about here with them colors. And those that are veterans in the game that listen to, you know, my platform, that know me personally in the game on that side, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Excuse me. But what perplexed me and what I witnessed is that the very first clubs that y'all have last week, y'all fucked it up. And for what? I'm seeing videos of big back bitches beating up little back bitches and a whole bunch of other mess. Didn't no man stop shit, but everybody got their phones out recording shit. Everybody, yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. Everybody got their phones out recording the carnage of the Silverback crew or whoever else is fucking out here doing what they doing. I'm sorry that you might hear some things tonight that might hurt your feelings, but I am so sick and tired of you big back, silverback ass, bareback fucking bitches that's out here in these crop tops and these motherfucking biker shorts or whatever kind of shorts, these Lululemons, whatever the fuck y'all out here doing with your weave all over your head, your eyelashes that's fucking 2 feet out, this crazy ass, tranny ass makeup, doing and acting like a bunch of niggas.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
You women are really starting to become an embarrassment of the community, of the community, of the community. You little nigglings, well, I can't call y'all little because ain't none of y'all motherfuckers little. Hell, it's crazy that we live in a day right now where a woman that's 5'6" and is proud to be over 100, over 200 pounds. They proud to be over 250. It's crazy. That's not your ideal weight. The things and how a lot of you ladies out here across the country, in this country, how y'all moving and how y'all need to act. And I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. Y'all can't have nothing with nothing without fucking it up. Y'all can't. I just truly have come to the conclusion. I figured once I left the circle maybe I was a little bit ahead of the game. Maybe I was asking for too much. Maybe I was expecting excellence from our people or the people who I was in circles with. But what I'm really starting to see that my analogy was correct. A large majority of the people that was in them circles have no direction, have no self-respect, have no self-love, have no compassion, have nothing but wanting to turn up, wanting to party, wanting to fuck this nigga, that nigga, fuck this woman, that woman. That's all the fuck y'all do. I don't see y'all building no communities. I don't see y'all starting no programs to help people that's in need. Y'all do these fake ass fucking community services, style and profile with your little phone, put it on YouTube, put it on motherfucking Facebook, put it on fucking Instagram, put it on motherfucking TikTok. You know, frauds. You need to just cut it out. Y'all want to be about the streets? Take them fake ass colors off y'all got and just go out there in the streets. Don't be representing a so-called non-for-profit if you're not really a non-for-profit. If you about partying and bullshitting and getting money, then just do that shit. Don't use this as a front because you're making the whole shit look bad. You got motherfuckers that don't even want to fuck with y'all out here no more. You got other states that look at Illinois and Chicago and that circle as a fucking joke. But y'all don't give a fuck. Because it's a dark cloud that's covering us. It's a dark fucking cloud that's covering us. And some of y'all ain't gonna realize it until it's too late. Some of y'all ain't gonna realize it until it affects your doorstep. Some of y'all not gonna realize it until it affects you personally. But y'all can keep on with it. I actually caught wind to one of the wackest leaders in this circle that claimed he the fucking oracle about this shit. He's even tired of it. And I was like, I had to clutch my pearls for a second. Is this you talking like this? Is this you that's talking like this? They didn't give a fuck about the real. Didn't give a fuck about people that was coming up from the bottom. Really getting out there supporting people. Really getting out there in community service. Really getting out there trying to network with in and outside of the state. But because he wasn't, or they wasn't, or them wasn't a part of your program, you didn't respect them. But as long as you got some ass behind it, as long as you got some kind of kudos behind it, as long as you got some fake ass fucking trophy behind it, or as long as you knew if them motherfuckers wasn't being up to speed, you were gonna fuck them up. They were gonna fuck you up rather. You let them do whatever. Yeah. It is what it is. Understand. That's why your shit ain't shit. That's why so many good people left that circle. That's why so many good clubs left that circle. Because you niggas is niggas. And it ain't getting no better. Shut the shit down, yo. I would say names, but it ain't even worth it. Some things is meant to be left unsaid. I don't have to say shit. I done been in this shit so goddamn long. Hell, some of you motherfuckers still talking about it. Some of you people wish I was still in this shit. Fuck y'all. Sorry. I'm done. I'm done. When I was done, I was done. I know so many of y'all were so happy when I did that live on my old page before it got fucking reported and shut down over some fuck shit that I had since 2009. Y'all was so glad when I gave that motherfucking afternoon live when I said, y'all got it. I'm done. Y'all can have it. My organization, me and mine's, we're done. Whatever my old members want to do with it afterwards, I ain't got no stake in that. I ain't got no dog in that race. I ain't got no say in what they do. You made that possible, sir. Mr. Glitter, you made that possible. Yeah, no knowledge, no respect, no knowledge, no leadership. Everything. It was all about this and not about this. So while you sitting up there wondering why the fuck this shit's all fucked up now, look at yourself. Look at yourself. I'm so fucking pissed off and disappointed because back in 2011, when I got involved in this shit, I thought it was about to be something great. I was sadly mistaken. I was sadly mistaken. I was sadly bamboozled. I was sadly misled. I was sadly led astray. But I just kept letting it go because I'm that little engine that could. I'm that little engine that don't fucking let motherfucker naysayers sway me. I don't let people fucking intimidate me. I don't let people get me out my element when I'm fucking focused on some shit. So I kept it on. I kept my fucking original club going for 8 years, but I didn't have my own shit for 10. Out of the 11 or 12 years I was in this shit. I mean, people can say that. How many of you motherfuckers that I've been seeing popping up in the circle this year, last year, and the year before, how long y'all gonna last? These little fraudulent ass fucking community services y'all doing. These little half-ass events that y'all throwing, because back in the day when we threw club sets, it was really to fucking network and build with other clubs so that you can have more support. That didn't matter with us. Remember the word blackball? Yeah, a motherfucker right now bitching and moaning about shit. Blackball, probably one of the most solid clubs that you ever fucking saw. You kept trying to tear us down, and we kept building. I used to lose 8 members. I come back with 10. I lose 10 members. I came back with 15. I lose 15 members. I came back with 30. Y'all motherfuckers hated me in that circle. That wasn't cool with me because I guess, I was a lame, right? I was gangster enough for y'all, right? Y'all didn't know my history. Y'all don't know what cloth I'm cut from because I didn't fucking get into this shit to tell you about my street problems. I didn't get into this shit to tell you about my street history. What the fuck is that? You trying to get out the streets with this shit, right? Right? And still do stuff for the community. All right. Okay. That just shows me that this whole shit is fraudulent. Y'all not really what to get with. Y'all not really with trying to do shit for the real. Like real talk. My fucking we back. All right, we back. All right, I'm sorry. That was my rant for today. It kind of hits home with me because I was always a person that cared about the community. I was always a person that cared about giving back. I was always a person that cared about fellowship and networking with people. So if I went off the rails, I do apologize. I apologize for that. We're going to get into the show. We're going to get into the meat of the matter. It still coincides with what I was talking about, but it was real like sad and kind of hilarious seeing all you big back bitches out there fighting the other night. But you know, that's just what it is, y'all. Y'all more masculine than the men out here. Y'all turn it up and fuck up club sets and neighborhoods and shit more than these men out here. But we're gonna get into some reactions. Kevin Samuel was right. He told y'all a few years ago that winter is coming. Winter's here, y'all. Winter is here. I don't know when y'all gonna realize it, but winter is here. So we got a reaction from my man O'Shea Duke Jackson. Very good content creator. He been out here for a while in these YouTube streets. And he gonna make some reactions about what we're talking about, and we're gonna get on with the show. So let's get on with the show. I gotta take a break, y'all. So forgive me.
When y'all lose all y'all sisters and y'all no longer these bad bees and y'all ain't got your houses and all that stuff no more, don't come running back to the regular declarers.
2025 has not been a great year for Black women, especially in the private sector. Many women have lost over 300,000 jobs, especially in the public sector, and a lot of ladies are having a hard time trying to get back on their feet. And this reminds me of a famous phrase that Kevin Samuels warned us all about.
You will stand out from the rest of the crowd because those are the kind of women most men want to end up dealing with. Men don't just want to deal with you just because winter's coming. Not talking about, well, winter's coming now. I guess I can stay here until this next hot girl summer. There's not going to be any more hot girl summer. This is it.
Winter is coming is actually a phrase from some other movie, but that Kevin just kind of remixed it and put it into perspective on his old live streams. And basically, winter is coming means that it's going to come a time when women will basically run out of resources or run out of looks or in a certain way hit the wall. And then at that particular time, they will be needing men. And then when that time comes, men are just not going to be interested.
Yeah. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is.
Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Winter's here. Winter's coming.
Let's go,
Winter's
ladies
coming.
and gentlemen.
Winter's coming. Winter's here.
Now, a lot of people don't know where this song started, but I'm going to tell you today where this song started. It all started with Kevin Samuels. Check it out.
You will stand out from the rest of the crowd because those are the kind of women most men want to end up dealing with. Men don't just want to deal with you just because winter's coming. Not talking about, well, winter's coming now. I guess I can stay here until this next hot girl summer. There's not going to be any more hot girl summer. This is it. Winter's coming, ladies. Winter's coming.
Now, this is interesting because just the other day I came across this particular clip of a Chicago mother, beautiful young lady, but she's having a hard time right now in life.
Really hate that. Wait till you literally down bad, crashing out. Literally, like, to act like they give a about your ass. Like, don't give a literally until your ass dead in the casket. Literally. Like, and then it's the fact that when I do that, I swear to God, I don't want no fake ass sitting around lying about how they love my ass. For the whole time I was living, I'm struggling. I can't call nobody. No.
You see how upset and irate she is? You see where this whole I don't need a man, don't want a man has gotten a lot of our ladies in our society, our communities. Y'all took the bait. Y'all took it. Y'all wanted all the free benefits from the government as long as the stipulations is that the man wasn't there. Y'all took all the benefits of having children as long as the man wasn't there. Y'all took all the benefits of housing, free education, as long as the man wasn't there. Y'all so-called claim y'all are the most educated demographic in this country, and you're not. You're just the most enrolled. Look it up. You can look it up in the CDC. You can pull it up on Google. Black women, is not the most educated in this country. I think one of my moderators knows exactly who the most educated person as far as women or ethnic group is in this country. And if you want to put it up in the chat, please put it up so I can put it up there for all y'all to fucking see. So y'all can stop this fucking madness and stop this bullshit narrative that y'all the most educated. I really hope y'all do. And I really hope my moderator, my wifey puts it up there. But let's see the crash out right now. One of our sisters.
Nobody, not a piece of family, a sister, a cousin, a brother, to ask for not $100, not $50, not $25. I can't call nobody and ask for.
But wait, there's more.
I'm tired of being a single mama. I'm tired of taking care of 2 kids by myself. I'm tired of this. Like, I swear to God, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to be here, G. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, it is sad to say, but I take the selfish route out, and I swear to God, and do it. Like, I'll be getting to that point. I'm gonna take this shit as a joke. I'm this stressful, this depression. Take that as a joke. This is not no joke. This freaking make your ass crash out. All that bitter baby daddy, a man you don't want to be with them, all type of this stressful on the single mom. This is really stressful.
Now, this young lady is stressed. She has no real support. The men that she has had kids by are not trying to help her. So she's even talking about a self.
But let me ask y'all a serious question. Whose fault is that she's stressed like that? Who told her to choose the men that she chose to not only just have relations with, but to have these children with? Who let's get closer. Who told her? Yeah, big back bitches. But who told her to get with them kind of men? See, because remember, there's a stigma in this city and in a lot of different cities across the country that is predominantly Black, colored, Negroes, they don't want They want to keep up with Sexy Reds. They want to keep up with the Cardi B's bitch, and you ain't got that kind of pedigree. Okay? You ain't got that pedigree. You ain't got that knowledge. You ain't got that wherewithal to have that kind of lifestyle. Every year, y'all bitches come up with this fucking tax money and claim y'all balling. Y'all be balling for a whole 31 days out the year. Every time after that, y'all are trying to get it from somebody else. Mainly from some suck ass nigga that y'all call lames, simps, punks. You know, get mad when the motherfucker really want to fucking stand you up and make you be held accountable for your actions and how you move and how you moving out here. This girl, do I feel sorry for her? Really? No, I don't. You chose the life that you chose. You chose to be out here in these streets, popping your pocket like it was the shit. Because that's what half you bitches do. I got tired of going to certain circles where women like her will be at these so-called parties and events and shit like that, throwing a pop rocket all off, stanking up the whole fucking tip. Because it's real ironic that y'all want to call men dirty and nasty and grimy and all this other shit. But more and more, I'm hearing cases of you ladies not knowing how to fucking keep your shit clean.
It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Y'all be up in the club with your tight shit on, ain't got no underwear on, motherfucker sitting up there with all that fucking spiders makeup and weed shit on. Shout out to Mexican Shine for saying that shit. Getting up in the middle of the motherfucking circle, there be 10 bitches smacking each other ass and shit, bent all over the fucking over, and this is what the fuck y'all doing. Twerking in the middle of motherfucking night, fucking up the whole damn fucking shit. Stanking up the whole fucking tip. Because half you bitches don't know how to wash your ass or your pussy. Yeah, I said it. I said that shit and I meant that shit. You got a problem? Hell, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong every time y'all go into a public bathroom after another female that they ain't leave themselves right there where the fuck you trying to sit at too. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd have heard too many stories about some of you trifling nasty assholes sitting up there leaving blood and piss and tampons and shit all over the place. Like, god damn, if you doing that in the public bathroom, yeah, I know it froze up for a second. Last couple of weeks I've been having some issues with the internet. I don't know if it's the internet. I don't know if it's StreamYard. Leaving their whole ass in the bathroom. Exactly. But yeah, but as far as like me freezing up sometimes, I'm sorry. Don't leave. If I got to get some other things in order so I can make sure my live stream go good. Like I said, I'm struggle streaming. I need help, y'all. I need help. I need all y'all that want to tune in to me. I'm on YouTube on a regular 100%, 100 grand. I'm doing Tuesdays at 8:30. I'm doing Friday nights, my late night session at 10 p.m. I'm gonna start doing short content real soon. I need help, y'all. You know, in order to have this a little bit better, I need donations. I ain't trying to be like Umar Johnson, but I need donations. Gifts, donations. I need donations. I'm broke. I need some help. Please. To keep the heartbeat going. Other shit. I need donations. But let's see this crash out. We're gonna get on with the show. I'm sorry. I did another rant. I'm trying not to look. I know I've said this before. I promise you, I won't be too long, but I'm gonna be long enough. That's all I can say.
Deletion, and it's not funny. You know what I mean? I understand that it's hard. You know, I don't know what it's like to be a single mom, but even running a business is hard. And so imagine trying to work, take care of yourself. You're not giving no support. You don't have no free time, and you have kids. And then, you know, you think about her and now understanding the importance of having a good man in her life and or having a man that could help her and take care of her and add to her life. The chances that somebody wants to come into her life right now are at least slimmer than what they were before because her situation is not favorable. Okay. And then there was another beautiful young lady who talked about why Black women are getting fired.
So I just came across a content creator talking about how and why Black women are being laid off from their corporate jobs in such large numbers. And she says it's because they never wanted us there. And that is so true. You guys, I used to be an accountant. I've worked in the corporate space and I've worked in the government space.
It ain't just that corporate America didn't want Black women or Black people, for that matter, in their establishments. They don't want your nigga shit. They don't want you sitting up here getting into a confrontation with a coworker and then turning violent. They don't want you sitting up there getting into extra relations with coworkers and then you coming up there to the job you know what I'm saying? They don't care about your personal. They don't care about what you do on social media. They don't care about what you're doing at the crib unless they really rock with you like that. And you live somewhere where they feel comfortable really like being around you like that. They don't care about that bullshit. Go to your job, do your job, stay in your lane, get the fuck off, get paid, go home, take care of your family, wash, rinse, and repeat. Shout out to Messi and Shine for that one. I'm telling you, it is what it is. Y'all motherfuckers go to the damn job thinking y'all at the crib and shit. You know? Yeah, it's bad. You got to bring a little house spray with me to Fort Heights. Then they have to bring my personal tissue. It's just getting out of... Look, I don't even know why y'all was fucking with that little... You dig at Fort Heights. I heard it got shut down not too long ago. Either too, because motherfuckers don't know how to act. You got a whole event going on with men and women with one bathroom that both men and women have to use. Are you? Y'all might as well just fucking been down south in fucking swamp back motherfucking Mississippi fucking with the outhouses. If y'all gonna do that kind of shit, I'd have been better off being in swamp back Mississippi with 3 outhouses in the back, and I find my way, because you know us men, we could just go anywhere. It'd be you ladies that need certain spaces and places and shit. But you know, it is what it is. But sorry.
They don't want us there. You know, when I used to get hired by jobs and shortly after I started, it would just be weird vibes. I think they only hired me because they have a secret bet going around of how long I will stay.
Now she says here, they don't want us there. Okay. White people, in her honest opinion, do not want Black people in general in the office, especially Black women. And she even said, listen, there is a time where I think that they hired me and they have private bets just to see if I'm going to quit first or when I'm going to quit. That's how much confidence she had in the system. But wait it gets worse.
We are not meant to be in their spaces. We need to continue to pour back into ourselves and our own communities. White people don't want you in their space, and they only hire you to traumatize you and for their own sadistic pleasure.
She's saying, hey, these jobs are not for us. They don't want us there. We have to do a better job of building our community and making things happen for ourselves. I don't disagree. I believe that she's technically right about what she's saying. So if you don't belong with white in the white corporate structure, who do you belong with? And see, here's what I've noticed since I've been living in Uganda. There are a lot of players in the private sector. Indians, Eritreans. In Kenya, you have Somalians that are there, but Somalians are not really so big in the Ugandan private sector. But what I've noticed is the guys who are big players, Indians and Eritreans, because Indians are there, they have a lot of manufacturing and distribution networks, and Eritreans are very big in bars. They own nice hotels. They own nice restaurants. But what are the similarities between these two groups? They have made a way for themselves because they would not be able to get jobs in Uganda. So their communities are based around ownership. And so as the...
All right. You heard that, right? All these other groups of races, they decided they wasn't going to try to play the role of an employee. They wasn't going to keep being a step stool for another group of people to make an exuberant amount of money while they give you a bare minimum salary, a base salary. Maybe in a few 5, 10, 18 years, you might make a living wage. These groups decided to get into business with themselves to build generational wealth. Ain't that the word that so many black people out here be fucking throwing out here and there? Generational wealth. How you gonna generate generational wealth when you don't honestly support each other? How you gonna get generational wealth when you fucking stab your own people in the back for your benefit? Get generational wealth when you throw your own people under the bus for your own benefit. This is why the black community in a mass don't have shit. This is why organizations that in circles that I used to be in ain't gonna never have shit, because all y'all do is stab each other in the back. All y'all do is try to expose one motherfucker. All y'all try to do is try to take someone else's idea, fucking make them look bad, and then take their idea and put it to a different level, and then fucking take it like it's your own. The same shit that these white motherfuckers did to all of our ancestors before with all these inventions that you use now, that was originally done and invented by black people. You fucking coon ass, fucking slave swelling, dwelling ass nigga. Crazy, man. Y'all think it's crazy? Y'all think it's funny? Y'all think it's a fucking joke? Y'all more worried about what the fuck is on your body as far as fashion than what the fuck is in your bank account. What the fuck is in your fucking 401k? What's in your investments? Do you even know what investments are? Do you even know what a 401k is? Do you know what it's like to have property? Do you know what it is to have a legitimate business, not no fucking hustle? I'm an entrepreneur. You are entrepreneur. You ain't employing no motherfucker. You ain't helping them file taxes. You're not filing taxes on your employees. You're not doing write-offs. You're not doing any of these things of any substance of a business. But then you bitches out here want to complain that y'all ain't got shit. Oh, the government is taking this from us. Oh, the government is holding us back. Oh, the government is not allowing us. Who the fuck? What? Stay in that mindset. I'll watch you on the other side. I'll be damned if I will allow anything and anyone or any place to have me held down and have me not be able to take care of me and mine. See, so many of you niggas, y'all care about just yourself. You don't care about the masses. You don't care about what y'all do to help the masses. You only care about what it is that you can get on. That's all you care about. That's all you think about. That's all you live about. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit subscribe if you are new. I'm telling you some shit. This is about to be epic. If you don't like this live, you can get the fuck up off this motherfucker. Jump off the boat. But I've been looking. No. This is all I'm hearing. And they gonna come. And when they come, all y'all fucked up. You think you oppressed down? Wait till you hear this in the middle of the street, in the middle of the night, at 1 o'clock in the morning, knocking in your damn door because y'all just want to keep fucking up.
They operate and the men help each other out. The women then benefit. Okay. So the women don't have to go outside of their communities to get employed. The reality is that not only Black women have been suffering with being laid off this year, Black men themselves have lost their jobs. It just hasn't been as advertised. But I believe the last time I saw, at least in the month of July or something like that, Black men had like a higher unemployment rate than Black women. And so what she is trying to really infer is that winter has already come for Black women, even if they don't know it, and that they need Black men. This is what she is implying. And this is something that a lot of people, especially sisters, they forget about. And you know, a lot of us in the Black community, we're very individualistic. We're not able to really benefit off each other's talents. And so it really makes us cover a lot of ground. What am I saying when I say cover ground? We're always on the move, trying to survive, get money, and support ourselves, right? Other communities can kind of stand down, like the Chinese, Hispanics. They have a lot of stuff integrated into what they're doing, so they don't have to cover ground. In fact, they make Blacks cover ground. Like they have Blacks, in California. We don't have the institutions that keep us in California anymore. So now we're covering ground. We're having to leave, right? We don't have leverage in California anymore. We don't have the leverage in New York anymore. So now we're going back down south. It's up.
I'm gonna go back to this in a second, but please give a prayer to two of my admins, my moderators, that's a part of this channel, that's a part of this family, and give a prayer to Truth Finder Jackson and William Johnson, Dr. Johnson. Earlier tonight, they was in a bad car accident. They're still here, thank God, but they're just dealing with that motion right now. That's why they're not a part of this live stream. So hopefully, they can get well real soon. Hopefully, I understand, when we get into these accidents with these vehicles, it's life or death. But I'm glad that the latter happened, and at least you guys, even if you might be hurt, hopefully it's not too bad. I don't have too many details of it, but just know that Ross Lee and the Black Bottom Broadcast is in y'all prayers, and we're praying for you, and praying for a speedy recovery. And with the material shit, you can get that back. Can't get the life back. I'd rather for it to be the car than yourselves. Okay, I just had to say it.
Us on the move. not necessarily Hispanics or whites. And that's because they're establishing more businesses, they have more equity, and they have more relationships within their culture. And so what happens is when you're a black woman and you already are born most likely without a father, you're born without a lot of support, you're covering ground just to stay at bay, and you don't have that community behind you. And it's not until you get a kid or 2 or 3 that you start to see how hard it is. And now at the same time, when you go into a restaurant that's owned by Indians or Chinese, you don't see their women as stressed out. I'm not trying to say they can't be stressed out, but you don't see them as stressed out. All right. And this is what Kevin was trying to tell black women. You need to find a man that you feel comfortable with, you can love, you can accept. And it is most likely easier for you to stick with this guy versus dealing with, hey, I can do better, end up getting pregnant. I can do better, end up getting pregnant again. And then now you're to the point where you can't appeal to as many men as you once did before. And you're constantly on the move. And so then once things get hard, winter comes, problems come. You start crashing out. You don't have a community to support you. You find out that guy don't care about you no more. He don't care about his kids. And then all the problems just start coming on top of each other, on top. They start accumulating, and you don't have that community behind you. And women really suffer, especially in the black community in America. Women really suffer without that community behind them. I've seen women, and when they have a community behind them, life is just so much easier for them. Look at the women in the Nation of Islam. Women in the Nation of Islam may not be the richest women in the world, but that community behind them, they have other women in the community. They don't have to go out and be the sole earner. The money can circulate better in the communities. They have opportunities in the communities.
And just to expand on that, you can't help but respect what he's talking about. If you don't see no other community in the black community in the country, when you see the Muslim community, you see them amongst themselves. You see them moving and doing what they're doing. You don't see them on social media twerking, fighting, bitching, moaning. And if you do see them on social media, it's because of something productive. Maybe they have a podcast that they're very popular in. Maybe they're doing things in the community, in their communities that might just get put out because they don't put this stuff out there, like that. Shout out to the Muslims. Yeah, years ago, I thought about being a part of that whole culture, but it was just some things that me personally didn't totally agree with, but I respect them all the same. That doesn't mean that what they've done as a collective isn't positive. Just because you're not a part of that circle doesn't mean that you as black people don't have to do those things. But what's our problem? What's the worldly blacks? What's the so-called Christians? Where are we at with it in this whole high of life? Where are we at with it? We got some here, we got some there, we got some everywhere that's doing what they do. But what's going on with the collective? Why are children living the way we live it? Like I say, yeah, my shit has been glitching. I don't know what's really been going on. StreamYard's been pissing me off. I think it's StreamYard. I don't think it's my internet. But yeah, every now and again, I'm getting like this little glitch. I got to work on it, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all, I need help. I need sponsors. I need, people to pour into the channel. For me to give you more information and for it to run smooth and be enjoyable, to be presentable, to be without, me struggle streaming, I need support, y'all. Y'all support these Chinese motherfuckers. Y'all support these Arab motherfuckers. Y'all support these other ethnic groups. Let's support our own, man. Let's build within our own, man. I'm more than happy and willing to build with my people that's on the same accord. If you just on some bullshit, I ain't got time for you. I fuck with those that fuck with me. I'm gonna just keep it 100, and you know that from anybody that know me from day one. You know I fuck with you that fuck with me. Like how my slogan used to be, IMB, that's who we be. If you fucking with them, you fucking with me. That's how it is. That's how the fuck it is, man. I ain't never changed that shit. Never wavered with that. Tell me I'm lying, I'll shut this shit down right now. But if you ever fuck with me, I'm fucking with you. If you ever fuck with mine, I fuck with you. Tell me something different, I'll shut this shit down.
So those things within that ecosystem really help women a whole lot. All right. And women take that for granted a lot. And it's not until you get, old, and as you get older, you don't have no help around you. As you get older, you're not appealing to as many people to take care of you. It becomes harder. I mean, look at some of your aunts. Look at your mom. They might be 55, 60 now. They don't have nobody taking care of them. They don't have no support. It's difficult when you don't have that. And you end up living a very, 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 very rough life, a tough life. And women don't see that. And some women are finding that out right now. And what Kevin Samuels predicted is going to get true. Some women are not going to have them government jobs no more. That's paying $80,000, $90,000 a year benefits. Those days are over. Okay. You got AI being a disruptor. Okay. And now you don't have no man behind you. And all of a sudden it's not, I don't need no man no more. All of a sudden it's, hey, big head. Now all of a sudden the guy that drive a truck or a guy that's a plumber or a mechanic, now all of a sudden that guy is okay to deal with now, right? All of a sudden that dude is a good option. I wonder why. Okay, that dude is now a decent option. I wonder why. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I put you to follow. You just heard the bell. We're out.
What y'all think about that? Y'all here? We here? Shit, man. I'm having some issues. Oh my God. This shit be blowing me. I don't know what's been going on these last couple of weeks. If y'all can hear me, hit a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, hit a 1 in the chat. I don't know what's been really going on with my streaming here lately. It's kind of blowing me. But I see we here. I mean, we ain't left. But yeah, this shit's crazy. I gotta get some. I gotta figure out what's really going on with my system and how shit's moving as far as all this other shit. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. What do y'all think about that? Winter is here. All the shit that's going on with these ladies, all the movements and the actions that a lot of these sisters is dealing with has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of them are not being protected and covered by a good man. A lot of these women think that they can just do this shit all by themselves, and it ain't working. It ain't popping in the streets no more, y'all. Y'all need to get up out y'all masculine frame, get more into y'all femininity, and really vet a person. But with that being said, a large majority of you ladies out here really need to seek some sort of counseling, some kind of psychological help. You might not think you need it, but how a lot of you ladies out here move, y'all need to. Excuse me. Right now, We're gonna go to another reaction. Baby girl Crimson Cure. For those that don't have her book, get her book. I know my wife has her book. She's a very good author. And if you get her book, and if you're not subscribed to her page, it's the Crimson Cure. Go over to her page and like and subscribe and tell her that the Black Bottom Rozcast sent you. And she does have a link to her book. It's a very good book. If any ladies on here want questions about what this book is about, talk to my wife, OG Funside. She'll tell you about it. But this here story is, or she about to break down the whole you did with Anthony Edwards, NBA star, and how these old thoughts, these old hoes thought that this, what is one in particular, thought that she was going to check a bag with him because he's an NBA star, mega star. Had a baby by him, and he flipped the script. So, brothers, if you're watching this video, any man that has high value, that has a lot of money, listen to this story. And if you ever ran across this situation, you better talk to his camp and find out how he managed to make this happen and what lawyers that he used, because this shit's real.
Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So we've got a baby mama trap that backfired on the baby mama. Now, this is Anthony Edwards, okay? And I have been off and on seeing little things as it culminated into this, to this point. Back and forth on social media, this girl here, Aisha Howard, it had been going back and forth where she was trying to make Anthony Edwards look bad by trying to expose him for telling her that he never wanted a child with her. Like, he didn't want no kids. He made that well known to her. She decided, her body, her choice, she was going to go ahead and have the baby with him anyway, because this is a baby mama trap. He got drafted. So she felt like this is going to be the trap for him. I'm gonna have the baby, and he's going to have to pay me money forever. You know, for the next 18 years at least, I'm gonna be set up because, you know, according to how he plays, his contract can always change. He can always make more money. And so whenever he make more money, I'll just get more money out of him. So she was going to play the entire thing out, right? Knowing that this man did not want a child with her to begin with. So knowing this fact, she had this little baby anyway. Now she mad because the young man said, I got you. I got you. You want money? I'll give you money. Matter of fact, I'm going to set you up, but you're not going to be able to spin the block no more. You're not going to be able to spin the block with me. He set it up to where she cannot spin the block. And the courts is like, you know what? We got you. She won't be able to spin the block. This is why she mad. Anthony Edwards' baby mama breaks down. $1 million for 18 years is not fair. Now, she's saying it's not fair. when you hear why she thinks this is not fair, this is the entitlement and the delusion that these chicks be on. Okay. NBA star Anthony Edwards just dropped $1,080,000 in child support in a lump sum, covering the next 18 years of child support for his child. But instead of relief or celebration, Aisha Howard is furious. Now, this is a 30-day.
And shout out to him. Shout out to Anthony Edwards for that one. He just did a play of the century. He just did a play of the century. We got to applaud for that. How he pulled this off? Oh, so there's a loophole, even though child support is not really favorable to the men, right? But he pulled a loophole, whereas he had the means and the funds to pay up 18 years of child support up front. And the judge and the courts honored it. So that means no matter how much money he makes from here on out, he ain't liable to spend nothing but what the fuck he already paid this broad. See, this is what we'll be saying about some of you modern ladies trying to hit a lick. You know, y'all listening to the Brittany Renners talking about how athletes are dumb and you can check a bag with them. Yeah, she checked the bag. She got $1 million plus, but that's it. The well is dry. But to make that shit do what it do, if not, that's on you. Let's go.
You need a job. You almost 40 years old. You almost 40 years old. How old is this young man? This young man is nothing but 24 years old. This man was born in 2001. You ought to be absolutely ashamed of yourself. Absolutely ashamed. Absolutely ashamed. This young man just got selected for
If y'all wondering what that like background noise is, like when she gets silent or whatever, it ain't on my end. It's whatever her background is, where she's at. She's in New York now. You know, Crimson Cure is originally from Chicago. Muslim sister, recently got married, you know, a little while ago. I've seen her rise up in the ranks as far as in social media and being a content creator. Very positive sister. Ladies, if you want to get some game from some women, if you don't want to listen to us brothers, I will give you 3 women on social media that y'all need to check out. Check out the Crimson Cure. Check out Messi. And check out Danica. I think it's Danica Edwards. I'm not sure, but it's Danica. But if you're not, you get that right, you can check out River TV. Okay, I gave you 4. So if you want to get some game on the woman's side to really get y'all on the right path, look at those ladies.
Draft, the NBA draft, first overall pick by the Timberwolves in 2020. Okay. So he was exactly 20 years old. when he got drafted to the NBA, you figured you was gonna get a young, dumb guy. He just getting into the league, just getting his money from the NBA, and you figure I'm gonna bounce over there with my almost 40-year-old big booty, and I'm gonna catch him up with a child. Now you managed to get the kid. You also managed to get the money, but you didn't get it the way you wanted to get it. Instead of relief or celebration, this almost 40-year-old chick is mad. This is injustice to a poor woman like me. I feel betrayed. Why she's upset? She says originally they agreed to $5,000 a month, believing that she would be able to ask for more in the future as his income grew. But because he paid it all up front, she sit up and talk about, I already spent $100,000. What if I finish it before 18 years is up? That will be a personal problem. Because as far as I understand, he also signed over like the rights. If I'm not mistaken, he's not fighting for custody. He don't want that child. He told you that. He told you that. You want.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards told this girl when they was doing the do, and trust me, was he young and dumb? Yeah, but she's an older woman, so she knew what the fuck she was doing, right? So she knew to deal with him unprotected. She knew the risk of doing that and not using protection and any kind of type of birth control. She knew off the bat the play is to get this man's attention, get this man behind closed doors, and do whatever the fuck I gotta do with him because I'm an older woman and I look a certain way and he likes it and I'm gonna put it on him. And the minute he pop me off, and I know he gonna pop me off because I want him to pop me off, now I'm about to have your baby. He told her off the rip, no, you need to get rid of that. I'm not gonna get rid of it. And this woman already has kids. She got kids is about as old as him. That's how fucking ratchet this bitch is. Look her up. She got a son that's around his age. This nasty bum broke behavior bitch shit. But the only thing I can say about him that is a little different between the Zion Williams, the Travis Hunters, the other youngsters that's in the life that's in the sports that's making a lot of money. Somebody put something in that man's ear, or he had enough common sense or had enough knowledge for himself to say, hey, fuck, if I paid all of this shit all at once, I'm making $30-40 million a year. How much would my child support be in one lump sum over 18 years? And his lawyers got on it, their accountants got on it, and they said, oh, it's going to be this amount. Pay that shit. Pay that shit. I told that broad I ain't want him. I told that broad I ain't want no kids. So I'm relinquishing all rights. She can have that money. You pay a hoe to leave. You heard what I said? Oh, let me get closer. You pay a hoe to leave.
Wanted the money, you got the money, but now you also have the responsibility of that child by yourself. He specifically don't want you or that baby, and he told you that because she leaked the so-called the communication that they had together with him telling her that. She went ahead and had a baby anyway. That's your fault, ma'am. That's on you, ma'am. He ain't got nothing to do with it. You did all this with your body, your choice, right? Correct? He made sure I'll never see another penny from him, no matter how rich he gets. Good. She blamed the court system. The judge sided with him. It's not fair. Good. Because what would you have spent $100,000 on? You? Because that baby I promise you that baby don't need $100,000 worth of nothing. That little baby, cute little baby too, don't need $100,000 worth of nothing. That baby is not even eating solid food. Okay?
Just like the situation that just happened about a week or so ago with Brendan Renner and PJ Washington. PJ Washington needs to holler at Anthony Edwards and find out what deal he got and cash that bitch out. Just cash her out. But I know PJ Washington want to be in his son's life, and it's understandable. So it's a different dynamic. Anthony Edwards don't want to have nothing to do with this child that this woman just had. So it's a little different. But the same shit with fucking PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. The mama and them mad because he gave his wife, because they pocket watching, $170,000, but the 4-year-old only got $11,000 in his bank account. What? Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all got $11,000 in y'all bank account? Y'all grown ass adults. I'm jealous, motherfucker. This goddamn 4-year-old got 11 fucking racks in this damn bank account. I'm trying to get to that damn level. I'm broke, niggas. I'm broke. The fuck?
That baby want milk. That baby want a kick. That baby gonna cry. And that baby gonna go sleep. That's what that baby doing. And that don't cost $100,000. I promise you that. Even with inflation, that don't cost $100,000. You was trying to live it up. You was gonna be living it up, living the life. You know what I'm saying? Partying on this man's dime. But you was gonna be broke as soon as that little girl turned 18 anyway, regardless of how this went. Because if you quote unquote already spent $100,000 and you're concerned about whether or not you're gonna run out of $1 million before she's 18, that's a whole different issue you got. Of course you're gonna run out of $1 million before she's 18, especially if you're too stupid to make the money go work for you, especially if you're too stupid to figure out how to flip $1 million, goofball. You stupid, aren't you? Tell me you stupid without telling me you stupid. If somebody hand me $1 million right now, I promise you, she don't know nothing but shaking that lipo butt of hers and trying to get somebody to pay for her life. Now you gotta, any money you got, you gotta share with a baby. That's not $1 million for you. You gotta raise the child. But you're stupid, aren't you? So you will go get a house that costs $1 million or something stupid like that. You'll be trying to flex and front and stunt with a because idiots like her think $1 million lasts forever. Why do you think he's so easily split with it? Why do you think he split with $1 million so quick? Why do you think he did it? Because it's really not that much money when you consider certain things, relatively speaking. And $1 million might as well be $100 when you don't know how to spend it. When you don't know what to do with it, you might as well got $20. $1 million might as well be $20. That's a whole dub in your pocket. What you saying? Okay. $1 million might as well be a whole sawbuck. What? Because you too dumb to.
I love Crimson Cure. The Chicago come about her. When you hear how she talk and her dialect, she's straight hood. She's straight from the Chi-Town, not Chirac. That's these new motherfuckers. She's from Chi-Town. So shout out to Crimson Cure. But she's speaking that game. Ladies, y'all better listen.
To make the money do anything. You talking about running out. You ain't thought 1 minute to go figure out something to do in order to make sure that the money keep turning over. No investments, nothing. You need to give a call to Keisha Kaur and have her wire you up on what kind of business deals you need to be making and how you need to be making that money walk and talk. But you goofy because you 40 years old preying on a 24-year-old man to fund your life because you've been too stupid up until now to figure out how to get yourself together. Girl. But this is the delusion that they be in. How you mad? How you mad? The comments been eating her up. The comments from the women been eating her alive. My girl, what? He gave you $1 million and you crying? Are you mad? When I got these kids over here for free? What? You don't know how to go shut up and sit down? You don't know how to shut up and sit down? You know how to do that? But you got what you wanted, did you not? You got a baby by a ball player and a bag. This is what you wanted. But you didn't want it.
It ain't good enough. It ain't good enough, y'all. Y'all done seen some of these situations with some of these heifers then got over on a motherfucker. What Tyreek Hill, his ex-wife is getting over. Getting half his shit down there, getting houses, got like a settlement amount for over $500,000, and the judge is fronting her money for her to get a new car, and the judge in this case is saying, oh, it's some more money that we need to get from him. Tyreek with Anthony Edwards, straight up.
Wanted like that. You wanted to keep on being able to go over there and run his pockets every couple of years. Every time he was up for a new contract, you wanted to be able to go over there and run his pockets real quick. Snatch your part of it. Girl, I'm so glad he did it the way he did it. I am so happy that he did it the way he did it, girl, because you didn't need that. But he gave you enough money that no court could say he didn't provide. And no court can say he didn't do it. Because there's no law saying you can't do it up front. Okay? And they cooked her in the comment section because at 18 years, she got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. I know somebody paying child support for one of his kids. His baby mama concrete here bigger than his. You will see him on TV any given Sunday. When the Super Bowl drive off in a Honda, she was supposed to buy your shorty Tyco with your money. She went to the doctor, got lipo with your money. She walk around looking like Michael with your money. Should have got that insured Geico for your money. They snap with the Kanye with the Yeezy. Snap with the Yeezy. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye bye, Crimsonite.
Yo, that was real. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that right there? That shit was yeah. Anthony, shout out to Anthony Edwards for doing that one. There is a dark cloud with our community and with the whole dating relations in this country. Right now, we about to go and do what we do as far as the next one. Messenger Sean had posted this earlier today, and it's about the situation that happened in Chicago with Ramika Meeks and the whole shit that went on. it's crazy. Well, we're gonna let Messi talk about it. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies will kick my ass. So hold on, y'all.
To Lord have mercy. Child, I can't. Takara.
This is about Takara. So we're gonna let that one.
Takara is the young lady.
We're gonna talk about this first, and then we're gonna go into the Ramika Meek situation.
Taken on up out of here by the illegal immigrant. Let's get it straight. Illegal migrant. And here we go with StreamYard again. Hold on, y'all. Lord have mercy. This is amazing. I do this to myself by continuing to pay for this shit. I apologize. Hold on. All right. So Takara Thompson is the one in Maryland and Bowie outside of Annapolis who's taken on up out of here allegedly by the illegal migrant, and then he dumped her body over a bridge. She allegedly went out to get gas that night, told her dad that's what she was doing, and then somehow, some way, she ended up with Mendez is what I call him. And they...
So let's keep it 100, what this little girl did. And I know some of you people are going to get real offended behind this. This little lady was selling pussy for Dussy, Cat, Snatch, Coochie, whatever the fuck you want to fucking call it. This girl was out there at 19 years old selling herself. She decided to get with one of these migrants, one of these illegals that's in these sanctuary cities, you know what I'm saying, that giving all this fucking benefits to these migrants, free housing, so much in food stamps, so much in cash. This motherfucker right here that did this crime left the country where he was at because he deleted someone out there. So he was already on the run for a murder. All this social media, all this digital information that these Gen Zers have, and you couldn't find this out about this motherfucker? As nosy as you bitches are for your own men, you couldn't fucking do the Carfax on this nigga? Y'all throw us under the bus, 40 going north, but you couldn't fucking do no kind of research on this motherfucking shit.
Allegedly knew each other. And then after an alleged night of actual favors, sometime during that time, he allegedly deleted her, then dumped the body. And then they found it a few days later, but they found him real quick. Which I don't even understand why people are even doing any of this shit. Do people not realize there's cameras every fucking where? I mean, even when you stop at the damn red light at this point, there's a camera there. There's cameras all over the damn place. Child. Anyway, so this is the latest. It says that a neighbor says he spotted suspicious behavior at home where Takara Thompson was reportedly deleted. This is from Fox, Washington, D.C.
And we start the 10 with a Fox 5 exclusive. A neighbor of the suspect accused of killing Takara Thompson talking tonight about the suspicious behavior he says he saw from the suspect in the aftermath of her disappearance.
And it comes on the same day that suspect appeared in the courtroom. Fox 5's Shamari Stone live tonight in Bowie with this exclusive. Shamari?
Well, tonight, that neighbor tells me that he is shocked just days after this case unfolded. I want to show you how close he lives next to the suspect's house. You see right here, this is where the neighbor lives. And right here, this is the home where 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez lived. And police served a search warrant here at the suspect's house. They say they found blood stains, women's lingerie, hair from a wig consistent with one Dakara Thompson wore, and a fingernail that matches the one missing from Dakara's hand.
Yeah, Shamari. I've lived next door to these people for years.
Cody is breaking his silence after he says he talked to Prince George's County homicide detectives about the murder of 19-year-old Dakara Thompson.
It is the first time I'm speaking publicly about this. Like I said, I live directly next door. I was 40 feet away from where the attack happened.
Living next door to suspect 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, the alleged illegal immigrant.
Child, is he clout chasing? Child, is he clout chasing now all of a sudden? I live right next door. Allegedly.
The attack happened.
Living next door to suspect 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, the alleged illegal immigrant who police say killed Dakara Thompson inside his bedroom in this home in Bowie, Maryland. Cody tells me he stepped outside his house early morning on August 23rd and saw something burning in the suspect's backyard.
The smell, it's different. It's not brush smell. It smells more like something you'd smell akin to like a trash burning or something like that. I would be willing to bet that they were burning.
I'm telling you. And I know a lot of you sisters is not gonna like this. This ain't the way to go, y'all. It's been too many stories in the hood of our sisters latching on to like the Arab store owner, the Arab store owner's brother, or cousin, or son. Motherfuckers that come into our community and rape it. I'm sorry, grape it. I ain't monetized, so it is what it is. So if it comes back later down the road, I said graping, taking advantage of the young, less fortunate sisters in our communities that don't have strong father figures or strong male role models in their life, and they take advantage of them, or they was put out there in the street because they mamas wasn't shit and they mamas was living that same lifestyle, so they told their daughters, that's how you get it how I get it, and take advantage and scheme and manipulate these men out of all their money because they some bums and they have low expectations of themselves. They have low self-esteem of themselves, and they are beneath the bottom of your shoe for how they move out here. This is sad. This is a perfect example of what the fuck I just said. This girl wasn't a victim. This girl put herself in that position because of what she was trying to get from this man.
Evidence of some sort. I know that when I told the detective.
You hear him saying they, right? So he's kind of looping in everybody in the house because it was a house full of people allegedly related, allegedly renting rooms and all that type of stuff. So now all of a sudden not all of a sudden, but he's saying he saw them burning something. They were.
I would be willing to bet that they were burning evidence of some sort. I know that when I told the detectives this, I know that ash pile that was back there is no longer back there.
And Cody wonders why Hernandez Mendez wasn't already in jail. ICE officials telling us he's in the country illegally. U.S. Park Police arrested him in April on a DUI, but for some reason he was released. Dakara Thompson's.
I thought that people was fighting for them to stay though. I thought that a lot of the coloreds was fighting for them to stay. Ain't they out here fighting for them to stay? Leave them alone. Don't let them go. It's not right. Trump is racist, isn't it? I was thinking the same thing, Yeshua. Illegals looking out and covering for illegals. Because that's the next question. Are they all illegal or just him in that house? Since they've been living there for forever, right? Everybody was fine with it.
U.S. Park Police arrested him in April on a DUI, but for some reason he was released. Dakara Thompson's mother saying that's disappointing.
I'm very disappointed, finding that out now, because we may not be here today if they did what they were supposed to do.
Detectives say Dakara was.
What were they supposed to do? Has anybody ever got pulled over for drunk driving? I mean, outside of maybe doing something ice-wise, what was they going to do? You don't stay in jail for driving drunk or whatever. You don't stay in jail for that. I'm just saying. Why are FBAs caping for these people? It makes no sense because their trunk derangement syndrome overrides all common sense. That's my opinion, allegedly. That's what I think. Because Donald Trump can't do anything right. Not one damn thing. He's wrong no matter what he does. And that has to be proven at all times. And they can't step off of that ledge for shit. So even for shit that don't make sense, they're going to go for it. Because if he has anything to do with it, it has to be wrong. Crazy child. Just foolishness. Anyway.
Seen on surveillance video entering the front passenger side of Hernandez Mendez's SUV.
Child, is that the red? Didn't they say they found red hair?
Detectives say Dakara was seen on surveillance video entering the front
There's the red hair.
passenger side of Hernandez Mendez's SUV in a parking lot on University Boulevard around 3 o'clock in the morning on August 23rd. Her father telling investigators she had texts saying she was going to get gas. Those were her last known whereabouts before her body was discovered off Route 50. An autopsy reveals Dakara had skull and facial fractures.
Being 40 feet from a murder is something that you're never going to get used to. It's something that you're never going to be okay with. It's something you're never going to be comfortable with. And my heart goes out to her family. I can't even imagine.
Now tonight, Hugo Hernandez Mendez is in jail without bond. His next court appearance is on October 8th. We reached out to ICE, U.S. Park Police, and Prince George's County Police, and we are waiting for them to get back to us. On the other side of the house, I just want to take the time real quick to show you the front. You can see there is a memorial that has grown. A woman around an hour ago dropped off some more balloons here. This is the community showing support for Dakara Thompson because this is where police say the murder happened. I'm sure.
So y'all don't want the National Guard to come in, right? Y'all don't want y'all president ridding y'all communities of these people. And on top of that, the crime that's going on everyday living with you niggers. This is what y'all want, right? All you democratically ran cities. This is what y'all want? Is it to make y'all pockets fatter? A family still got to take the loss and take care of the expenses of a loss of a young black sister on the hands of an illegal migrant. Are y'all gonna pay the family for their funeral costs? Where's Black Lives Matter when you need them? Remember them? Where they at? I'll wait. I mean, let me know when they coming. Let me know when they coming in droves. Let me know when they coming to the scene. Let me know when they gonna come to the spot. Let me know. Let me know. They coming? No? You know what I gotta say about that? Boo that man. Anyway.
Shamari Stone, and I'll continue to bring you the latest developments in this case.
All right, we'll be waiting for you, Shamari. That's an interesting name for a man, but I digress. All right. So a lot of people keep asking this question right here. Why was she out that late?
This is amazing.
I said what I said with it. You know why she was out that late. But I'm going to let Messy Michonne, shout out to her, fair use, mind you. I'm going to let her explain it.
She 19. What's she supposed to be doing? Is she 19? What's she supposed to be doing? What was y'all doing at 19? No, not what we think she's doing. What was y'all? Just take that off the table. So y'all was home in bed at 10 o'clock when y'all was 19. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. So you trying to tell me that y'all was home in bed when y'all was 19 by 10 the fuck o'clock? That's what y'all saying? That's what y'all trying to tell me right now? So none of y'all ever stayed out when you was in school in college and you was out late and you was partying until 1:30, 2 o'clock when it closed. I think it's 2 o'clock in Maryland. And then you go to the Waffle House and then you go to somebody's house afterwards. So y'all was home in bed. Y'all some lying asses. Y'all some lying asses. Okay? Okay. All right. Y'all go ahead then. So yeah, I don't think it's weird for a teenager to go out. I don't think it's weird. You trying to tell me that y'all never came home at the crack of dawn when y'all was in college if you went to college, or you was out over at whoever's house it was, then you came home at the crack of dawn. That's what y'all trying to tell me right now? Okay. All right. Common sense. Thank you, Boo. He said Trump can get Jesus off the cross and the Dems would get a judge. Please don't. Funny. You are not taking me to hell with you. Please stop this. I cannot with you. Thank you, but stop this, okay? Do not take me to hell with y'all. Okay. Lord have mercy. Your curfew was noon. Woo, Lord help your people. Okay. All right, y'all. Whatever you say. PEP, shout out to you, boo. Shout out to the Pink Questions podcast. Always good to see you, Drew. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's listen to the news conference a little bit, right? Because y'all are full of shit. Y'all are so fucking innocent around here, I tell you. Suspect accused of deleting Thompson in his bedroom. This was the new police conference. It says surveillance video shows Thompson approach a black SUV early on August 23rd, speak to the driver, and get inside at about 3 a.m., police said. Now, when we start talking about this is a whole different story. I'm saying outside of this, I'm pretty sure that young people hung out late at night. That don't mean that people was out here selling box. And I'm not saying that that's what was going on, but I will say that these people knew each other one way or another, okay? Other people don't want to acknowledge it. There's people out here saying that he abducted her, even after they listen to the news broadcast and if they read this type of stuff. He took advantage of her. She may have been DRUG'd. She may have been DRUNK. Like, it's all these reasons that, she was the innocent. And again, she should still be here. She should not be taken on up out of here. However, now I'm fast. Okay, y'all are so innocent around here, or whatever y'all say. Anyway. So even with what was going on here, they don't want her to be painted in a negative light at all, right? Her family don't want that. It makes sense. All these other people, they can kiss.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, but let's just call a spade a spade. You know what this little lady was doing out there in them streets at that time of night. What, about 3 o'clock in the morning? My grandmama always say, God rest her soul, ain't nothing open at that time but bullshit and legs at 3 o'clock in the morning. Was she going to Bible study? Was she going to do, was she in a study class for a college exam? No. She was out there on good bullshit. Just like a lot of y'all be out here on bullshit. Just like a lot of all of us was out there at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on bullshit. Just call it for what it is. I mean, let's be adults here. We're going to say this is a tragedy? Yeah, it's a tragedy. Could have been prevented? Yes, it could have been prevented. Now what are we gonna do about it?
It's my ass, okay? Because if it was anyone else, they would be bringing out their fucking past and what's going on, and the shit will come out anyway. And this is just information that we're not even making up, that they're putting out right the fuck here. So people can lie if they want to, not y'all, even though y'all lying. I'm talking about what we hear from the fucking police, from the fucking reports. They can lie, we not gonna lie, okay? Just because you want her to be an angel, okay? The facts are the facts. I'm gonna just say that. She still should be here. Nobody should be taking nobody on up out of here. But why would we need to be friends with this person? Why would anybody need to be friends with this person, right? They're also saying it's her frontal lobe too. Okay, just FYI. I've heard so many things since yesterday of the things that why this happened, and it's not her fault because, and then they're giving all this reason. It is not her fault that she is deceased at all. Nobody should be taking nobody on up out of here. I keep saying that. I'm gonna continue to say that. But when I said, like with Arena, the woman on the train, everyone, not just women, need to be mindful of their fucking surroundings and who they spend their time with and where they choose to go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So Kofa said the time isn't strange, the location isn't, depending on what she told her father are big questions. Thank you, Kofa. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. So it says, approached a black SUV on August 23rd, speak to the driver and get inside at about 3 a.m. So she went and met with him and spoke to him at 3 a.m. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, right? If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. We're not making this up. They're giving us this information. So how people are pulling the stretch that he did something to drug her or make her drink, or she was intoxicated, or she was taken against her will, they have the shit on tape. She spoke to him, they saw it, she ran onto the other side and got in willingly. No one dragged her, no one knocked her over the head, nothing. That's why we can deduce with common sense that she knew him, whether it was met that night, whether it was met on an app, whether it was they already knew each other, or anything else that y'all can come up with, okay? I'm not saying they knew each other for 10 years. I'm just saying they were aware of who the other one was, or how would she know to come to the black SUV? People gotta start using common sense. The text messages that are forthcoming, allegedly, will probably corroborate that they was texting already, and that's why she left her car, chirped it up, locked it, and then went on to meet the black SUV. So you trying to tell me that I can just somehow, some way, just find a black SUV that I'm gonna just walk up to out of the blue at 3 o'clock in the morning? That's what people are trying to say? Okay. For reasons still under investigation, it appears that Takara willfully entered a vehicle being driven by the suspect. I don't know why they don't see this. This is from the fucking police. The driver of the SUV went to a home in the 12,000 block of Cambridge Drive in Bowie, which is where the white guy a second ago lived next to. He wanted to make sure y'all knew that. The driver of the SUV detectives searched the home on Thursday and found evidence that Thompson was deleted in Mendez's bedroom. So they went in there and they found the nail, the hair, blood, like all kind of shit, right? And they haven't said at this point that there was anyone else's blood, nails, or hair in there. Because other people are implying that he could be a serial. You know what the rest is. How? Where do you get this from? Where did they get this stuff from? He could be a serial. How do y'all get that?
In his homeland, it is alleged that he came to this country because I don't know if he did the same thing with this girl, but he did it at least in his home country. And he came here because he was on the run for that. I'll let y'all let that marinate. And if you don't believe me, do the research. It's all on social media. It's for everyone to see. Some of y'all just don't want to fucking admit it or see it or research it yourself. But okay, we can go with it. We can go with the narrative. She didn't know no better. She was innocent. All right, let's go. Let's go.
That if they already tested blood and hair and it all came back to her, don't you think that something would be going to someone else? Just making shit up to try to just portray her as innocent no matter what. And I'm not saying she not, but you can't just ignore the facts because you want to, right? So detectives stated a roommate told them he heard the defendant in his room, Mendez, on the morning of August the 23rd, having sex with a woman who did not seem to be having a good time. Now, I don't know how I can tell whether you having a good time having X or not. I don't know how we tell that, but to each his own. All right. So that's what the person in the other room said. Didn't sound like they was having a good time. And I actually heard somebody on a video today say, well, why didn't they get up and go in there? I'm sorry, what? So I so if you happen to know that someone is not enjoying.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Right. What we saying? So you're gonna go in a room. All right, you living in a rental room situation, right? Because there's plenty of those situations that go on all across the country. I remember in my lesser times in the world, I was living in a rental room situation. So you're gonna see all kind of people coming in and out. You're gonna see or hear all kind of things going on in these people's selective dwellings, right? You're gonna go and check on what someone else is doing and where they paying their portion of their rent for themselves because it doesn't sound right to you. You know what's gonna happen? Either you're gonna have this, you're gonna get some that, or that's gonna happen. Oh, that's gonna happen. In my Umo voice, that's gonna happen. Fuck out of here.
Enjoying themselves. Actually, did y'all know you're supposed to barge on in there and ask them, are you okay? Are you okay? Did y'all know that? Like the reach that people are doing with this is amazing. It's like we just living in a fantasy fucking island or something. Shout out to that reference if y'all know. Mendez took Thompson's body to the location where it was found more than a week after the deletion. Mendez had access to the black SUV that Thompson entered, the police said. I'm sure it's now going to be, you can't trust the oppressors, okay? He was arrested in Maryland on BWI Parkway near Route 450, blah, blah. Investigation is ongoing. Police said they're still investigating how the two came into contact with each other. It will come to pass. We're going to find out. They're not saying how she was deleted. Y'all, they already know. Trust me when I tell you. You think they ain't pulled them text messages by now? Yeah. You think they don't have those phones by now? Yeah. They got the phones. They got the text messages.
And what's going to happen is this. You're going to find out that that little girl, that young lady, was selling box. Sorry. Like, share, and subscribe to the video if you like what we're doing right now. If you are new, please hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to a goal by the end of the year. I need 500 subscribers before New Year's. Hopefully I can get it. If y'all like, share, and subscribe and like the video, please share the video. Liking it is great. If you're not going to donate to the channel, please like the video. Don't come into somebody's house and don't take your shoes off or wipe your feet. That's rude. You know, that's rude. That's real rude. We got this one right here. All right, hold on, yo. This is what we've been hearing about for the last 24 hours. The whole situation with the whole shooting of the baby mamas and the baby daddy. Messi Michon did this early this morning.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can listen to this on my phone because I don't know what's going on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to you. I'm trying to make sure that you can hear me. This is too early in the morning. I know it's not the regular time. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I know this is not like the regular time, regular, degular, smegular stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. And I needed to get to it before I go to work. So it's just easier just to do this. So that's what I'm doing. So shout out to Kelvin and Reaper for sending me this crazy story. Then I wake up this morning, get online, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Not that it wasn't crazy before, but all these people that are talking about it, and it's like, what? Anyway, so I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and do this before I go to work. Good morning, Kay. West Coast is still sleeping, child. I know everybody is probably still sleeping, but it'll be here for when they wake up. So shout out to the replay gang. Obviously, you up West Coast. Isn't that West Coast for you in Arizona? Anyway, but let me go ahead, because if there's an update for later, which it should be for when I stream later, then of course I will talk about it. But y'all, every day it gets worse and worse. These stories are worse and worse and worse. And you know who's disproportionately affected? And yet some of the regular, smegular, degulars don't seem to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, can't nobody kick me anywhere. Second of all, how in the heck would I be streaming if that was the case, child? This is not a mobile live stream. You've been there for that. Stop. Don't start. It's too early in the morning. Just hit the daggone like button. That's what you can do. All right. Thank you. This is a WTF story. It says woman fatally SHOT during a fight in the South Loop. Offender is in custody. So this is in Shadam, Chicago. So shout out to Pritzker and shout out to Brandon for everything that they do for the residents of Shadam, Chicago, child.
A woman is dead, another behind bars after shooting Chicago South Loop this morning.
WGN's Courtney Spinelli joins us live with more on this shooting near a school, Courtney.
Yeah, good evening to you both. Grieving family members and friends of the 31-year-old victim tell me she had just dropped her son off at school this morning when she was shot and killed. Now the woman who allegedly pulled the trigger is in police custody tonight.
It's so sad you can't even just think straight.
Not long after the bell rang at this elementary school Monday morning, gunshots rang out nearby, leaving a young boy without his mom.
I mean, what do you tell a kid? When you just drop me off, how do you just say she's not here anymore? How do you explain it?
Police say the 31-year-old victim, whose name has not yet been released, was near Cermak and State just after 9. Early information leads investigators to believe some sort of a fight unfolded and the suspect pulled out a gun, shooting the victim in the face. The victim was rushed to Stroger Hospital while the suspect was cuffed at the scene.
It's not fair. The person doesn't come back. You need to understand that. They don't come back. Your life is taken too. So who really lose? Everybody lose.
I forgot we were supposed to be taking Tooken into 2025. So let's we not forget. Tooken comes into 2025. Come on, Chef.
It's no win in a situation.
Kanisha works across the street and saw the aftermath of what happened. She doesn't know the victim, but is devastated for her family and friends and calls this preventable.
Violence is not the way to keep doing it. Nobody wins in a situation.
A family now looking for justice, as sources close to the investigation say detectives are speaking with witnesses and reviewing evidence to figure out exactly what happened.
It's so scary and sad. I don't even know. I feel real bad for the lady.
Now, the victim's loved ones tell me she was an outstanding mom who always showed up for her son. She had the purest soul, and she was the life of their friend group. Her family.
Now, my thing is this. Ladies, I understand sometimes you might run across guys that give you a certain thing. I know I have to take my jacket off. It's getting hot up in here because this shit makes me heated. I understand that sometimes these men make y'all feel a certain kind of way. What are we out here doing? This is the constant dysfunction that is going on in our community while we're not getting anywhere. Everyone is just hooking up. Everyone is just fucking. Everyone is just popping off kids with no plan, no clue, not nothing. And then when shit don't work out, either one or two things going to happen. Either the man don't want to let go or the woman don't want to let go. Which one is it? Why are we still seeing this drama amongst our community with this shit? Haven't y'all understood or haven't y'all got the memo that this single family living ain't working no more? You want to know why Kevin preached the way he preached? God rest his soul, about you're only as good as your baby daddy. I know it sounds harsh, but how many of y'all have actually came up after your so-called no good baby daddy, after you left them alone and found somebody else? How 4 years, 5 years, 1 year, 8 months? We living in different times now, man. Relationships is through the roof as far as dysfunction. What are we really doing out here? Are we really looking out for the benefit and the betterment of our children, or do we really care about just ourselves? This right here is one of many that's going on all across the country in our community. This one just happens to just be more highlighted because of where it's at.
Family says she was working to become a nurse, something that was cut short. As of tonight, no charges have been filed against anyone in connection with her death. Live outside the 1st Police District, I'm Courtney Spinelli. Back.
All right, so this is as of last night, if I'm not mistaken. So I saw that there was a SHOOTing, but didn't bring that up yesterday. But now I see what it's about. So there's 2 content creators who have already delved into it. So I'm going to go ahead and show their ish. So the first one is American Crime Femicide. And she says Chicago, well, remember that these are content creators with their bias, I'll call it. So Chicago clown put his ex in a headlock while his new baby mama SHOT'd her in the head. Now that is an accurate statement of what has happened. But when I first saw the news program, I was like, well, maybe it's not Black people. Maybe it's not. Because, you know, we have to worry about Donald Trump and racism all day and every day and leaving the house. You know, this is Chicago. This is where Black women can't leave the house. But this is what what's her name was inferring as to the reason why.
Some tragedies shouldn't even exist, yet here we are, forced to put words to a story drenched in betrayal, jealousy, and cowardice. This isn't just another case. It's a slap in the face to every single mother who dares to survive without begging crumbs from the man who broke her.
Romika Meeks. Lord have mercy. Romika Meeks. 31, mother on up out of here now. Baby mama number 1, if I'm not mistaken. Am I sure about what? Am I sure about what?
Romika Meeks was that woman, a mother, a worker, a dreamer, a McDonald's manager who could clock in a double shift, clock out, and still find the time to dance on social media.
And I'm sorry, a woman, a mother, that like hood niggas. Let's just keep it 100. You ladies don't like men that don't like to be in the streets. Some of you ladies like that fast lifestyle. Some of you ladies like the hood street thug nigga. You know, I was once upon a time called a lame, but the only reason why I was called a lame is because a lot of the people that got wind of who I was late in the game when they met me never knew my background. And I'm not trying to brag about shit that I've done in my younger years, but I'm far from a lame. I'm not no thug nigga. I ain't no gangbanger. I'm not out here slanging packs. I'm a grown ass man just trying to live life the best way I can and do things the best that I can for my family. It ain't about me. It ain't about what I got. It ain't about what I've accomplished. I didn't accomplish enough in my life that some people would take 2 lifetimes to figure out. And I'm not even here to try to brag on that or try to even go on a long soliloquy with it, because it'll be a whole nother hour. And I ain't trying to be here too long. We've already been here 2.5 hours. And I've been dealing with, you know, internet bullshit. Maybe it's Streamline, maybe it's my laptop. I don't know what the fuck's been going on, but I know I've been pissing off. It's been pissing me off, and I've been working. I'm dealing with I'm on 2 screens, so you know I'm kind of making it happen. But this shit right here, we see it every day. We hear about it every day. It's just it don't be talked about like this. Not maybe to the extremes of how this happened, but we hear similar stories of the fuckery that go on with baby mamas, relationships, children, the next bitch, children, bitching, nigga, all kind of nigga shit. When does it fucking stop, man? When is it that, all right, it didn't work out with y'all. Y'all got kids. They done moved on. They done had a family. They got kids. Are you that fucking insecure or that controlling that you don't want the next person to be happy? Are you that selfish? Are you that fucked up in the head that you can't see the person that you was with for however many times or years that you was with them and it just didn't work out? Are you that fucking selfish that you can't let them motherfuckers live their life? But as long as y'all got an understanding, if y'all got like children with each other, that y'all can't be respectful, intelligent, mature for the bottom line, and that's for the betterment of y'all children, y'all that selfish. This is why shit like this happens.
Yeah, and laugh with her family. She was doing the work, the inner work, the grind, the prayers, all of it, not for herself, but for her only son, the one light she carried from a relationship with a man who called himself Carlos Lozo's Way on Facebook. Cute nickname. Too bad loyalty wasn't included in the branding. At one point, Romika and Carlos played house, best friends, lovers, planning a future. And when they brought a baby boy into the world in 2018, Meeks thought she was building a family. But Carlos, he was still outside, running streets, running women, running every game except the one that mattered, being a father, being a man.
All right, so this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about they got their own slant on it, right? Just tell the damn story. But, you know, shout out to this channel for doing this so quickly. And it's called a Femicide channel, so it makes sense on what she's saying, right? Fine. So we hold everybody accountable around here. So rest in peace to this woman, right? She on up out of here. Another single baby mom, which for some reason is supposed to be a badge of honor. Now, should she have probably married this person? Probably not. But at the same time, she shouldn't have had a kid by him either. He don't seem like an upright type of person. I don't know. That's just from what I've seen in the last half a fucking hour, right? But for some reason, these people that supposedly care about Black people don't want to talk about this shit. They don't want to talk about this shit. They would rather have Black people's focus on Donald damn Trump and white people and racism. What is it? White supremacy, discrimination, and racism, instead of trying to make sure that we make better decisions for ourselves as a community and talk to this shit before this shit happens. How to choose people who ain't good for you, who's probably going to be trouble, somebody that's going to be a problem later on. Nobody want to listen to that. And then this shit happens. How many times do we do this? Over and over and over and over. Child, we just talked about Dakara yesterday. Rest in peace to her. Then want to act like it's a male versus female type of thing. Clearly, there's a problem. But no, none of them people that say that they care about the community want to talk about shit like this, right? There are certain people who absolutely do like it. And you know, once someone is on up out of here, and this is not particular to this woman right here, just like it's not particular to Dakara, just like it's not particular. I'm not talking about them in particular. I'm talking in general. There's plenty of people that like pookies and scammers and dealers. I agree. So when is anybody going to have those conversations? When is anybody going to say something about that instead of then with people like this dude in the illegal, which they're going to focus on the illegal with the other situation, instead of just like, why are these people appealing to anyone? You know what I'm saying?
Everyone wants to cry victim. Everyone wants to cry wolf. No one wants to take accountability of the actions that they do. No one wants to take accountability of who they chose, and it didn't work. Sometimes in life, we run across people for a reason and for a season. Them ones that last for a season, take it for what it is. When a motherfucker show you who they are, please believe it. It could be detrimental to your health, detrimental to your life, detrimental to your growth.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
You wonder why a lot of the chaos go on and keep going on in our communities, because no one wants to admit that maybe I made a mistake. No one wants to admit that maybe I might need to fall back on certain things. Maybe I need to get some kind of help. Maybe I need to look myself in a collective mirror, because I can't keep dealing and going through this kind of bullshit constantly, and I keep getting the same result. Because when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, thinking you're gonna get a different result, that is a true definition of insanity.
Hold people accountable to their choices. I understand that she not here no more. I understand that. Again, rest in peace to this woman. But why would you be with this person? I don't even know if he has a record. I'm just assuming allegedly that maybe that's what it is. When I said that, oh, okay, well, I kind of already knew by the lady that was talking. No shade. But yeah, they were building a family. You're not building a family. That's the problem right there. Lots of people are not building families. By the time you are 31, in my opinion, you should have a clue as to where you're going and what you're doing. Like, do these people think that you wait until you're 54 to figure out what to do with your life? Why is it so difficult for the community to say, you know what? This ain't working the way that this is this is going, and these kids are the ones that are going to suffer. And I can't imagine how they're going to move forward in the future when your moms and your dads are either in jail or up on up out of here. And then you live in Shadam, Chicago, where Brandon and JB are too busy worrying about fighting with Donald Trump for their political power and are not thinking about the people that are in the damn community and what they're going through. But of course, in my opinion, Brandon always been a jackass any daggone way. He said, y'all don't need no damn shot spotter, child. People probably forgot all about that shit so that the oppressor can arrive earlier to help y'all out. He said, fuck that. Y'all don't need that. Y'all gonna be all right. Where we at? Crime is down, child. Crime is down.
By the time she finally got fed up with the lies, the cheating, the abuse, you think that would have been the end. But no.
The lies, the cheating, the abuse. Now, this is only one side. We're gonna hear her man's side once she's done, but I don't doubt it. The lies, the cheating, the abuse. So none of that was going on before we got pregnant. I'm just asking questions. You know, that's my statement going forward. I'm just asking questions. Nobody want to ask no questions. Everybody just want to just go along with the get along.
Because men like Carlos don't just leave you alone. They haunt you. They follow you. They punish you for daring to walk away. By 2024, Carlos had upgraded to a brand new baby mama. And by 2025...
Hold on. This bitch is getting real personal because how she know that's what this situation was. You know, there are situations where women don't leave men alone. Men try their hardest to move away from the situation, and them women, for whatever reason, make idle threats, threaten them with child support, threaten them with bodily harm, threaten them with all kind of bullshit. I know y'all didn't fucking y'all know what I'm talking about, and you know what goes on. I'm quite sure it's been some ladies that ain't let them niggas go. So this woman, she's kind of biased because she's a lady and she want to go on that side, and I get that, but I'm a man, so I'm gonna always advocate for the men. I'm not saying that he's removed from reproach, and I'm not gonna say that he don't need to be held responsible for this bullshit, because he is definitely responsible for what the fuck just fucking happened. One, you just lost your first baby mama on some nigga hood shit. Your second baby mama was the reason behind it. Now you about to lose her. And out of all of that, you couldn't fucking regulate that shit to where it could be to a level of respectability. So nigga, you failed. And if you get popped off behind this shit, it is what it is, bro. Yeah. And my Chicago boys, you know you done fucked up. You know you could have done better. If you knew better, you'd have done better. But y'all do this shit in front of a fucking school, in front of all those witnesses, mothers, children, people walking back and forth on their regular morning routine. This is what the fuck y'all do that morning. Y'all niggas need to be ashamed of yourselves. And you wonder why we ain't got shit.
They were flaunting a whole baby shower on social media, balloons and all, like it was some royal coronation. And just to twist the knife, the new girlfriend inserted herself in Meek's motherhood, picking fights and tag teaming with Carlos to make her life hell. Romika tried to draw the line, even filed for a restraining order.
Child, look at how beautiful this girl is. Come on now. I know she's spider makeup and weaved up, but this girl is beautiful. I can't do it. I can't do it. And you know what? I gotta do I'm gonna do a live stream on Pick Me's, right? Because you know these bitches say, you know, are saying like people who get married are Pick Me's, and that ain't it. Okay, that ain't it. And in these situations, in my opinion, these are more like pick-me's because you want to do something to get that man to pick you. He ain't shit to begin with, allegedly. But you want him to be with you. How the hell that other girl, they just said that she was, first of all, flaunting a baby shower because that's all, that's all the community likes is baby fucking showers, right? All they want is baby fucking showers. All right, baby showers it is then. Nothing more. So this is the same story. This is wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. This is common sense. You see that video where that guy called out Brandon and the governor for walking through Baltimore with 50 cops stunting because Trump called them useless. I heard about it. I got to get to it maybe later today because, we always got crime is down, child. We always got crime is down because crime is so down that we're never going to run out of stories to talk about. This is a crime right here.
But when you're dealing with people who don't respect boundaries, paper can't save you. Hope can't save you. And for Romika, that fragile hope that she could keep raising her son in peace was about to be crushed in the most brutal way possible. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe.
Gotta be there for my son.
On September 8, 2025, Romika did what she had
Yesterday. Shout out to my favorite Gray. Thank you, honey. He said, wait, Missy done pulled up early. Yeah, I had to get it. I had to get this out. It'll be here for the first story of the day because this is crazy.
Always done since school started back. She made her son's lunch, packed it with love, and headed off to drop him at school. Before leaving, she even updated her.
Oh, yo. That's her TikTok.
Packed it with love. And
so she put this on her TikTok. That man gonna make sure he has his lunch. Don't be caring if we late or nothing. Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to.
And the sad thing that I see with a lot of our ladies in the community that have children, especially if they have boys, y'all be prepping these little boys to be the man of the house. Y'all groom them, maybe not intentionally, to be your son husbands. And it's a bad dynamic. It's a bad dynamic to have a child living with you 24/7, especially boys. And there's the father is not there as much as you are. I know I've made certain mistakes when I was younger with my elder sons, but the one thing I can say, at least they have respect for me and they know why I wasn't there as much as I should have been. But I'd be damned if I do that for my daughters. That's who I need to really focus on now because they're in their formative years. And regardless of what goes on between me and their mother, I gotta be still there for my daughters. And this is what is destroying our communities. Us being so prideful and wanting to be right and wanting to one-up one another instead of really looking at what's important, especially what we created, and that's our children. And if you don't care about your children and only care about who you procreated with yourself, if the only thing you're caring about in that whole dynamic is just what you get out of it, then you should have never had it in the first fucking place. And sorry to say, the bad luck and the karma and the ups and downs that you get behind it, you deserve it. And that's on both sides.
To this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Something. Love, mommy. So this is the actual Good morning, y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Anybody can join in. So mods, please be on the lookout. So this is what she put on her TikTok before this happened, like kind of just before this happened. Lord, help your people.
Headed off to drop him at school. Before leaving, she even updated her Instagram story, showing the note she slipped inside his lunchbox. Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to the week. You can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, Mommy. That would be her final love letter to her son. Because waiting outside, like predators circling prey, were Carlos, her so-called baby father, and his new girlfriend. Not to co-parent, not to peacefully coexist. No, they came to ambush. After Romika dropped her son inside the school, a confrontation exploded just after 9 a.m. on the 2200 block of South State Street. Witnesses say the girlfriend jumped at her. Carlos put Meeks in a headlock like some kind of coward, and then the girlfriend pulled a gun and shot Romika in the head. Right there. Broad daylight. In front of children, in front of the school, in front of the world.
That you see, that's him standing.
And the sad thing is, they literally had this woman laying on the ground. I mean, it wasn't nobody else can do about it because she got shot in the face. This woman walked up to her that was sitting on that car, in the front of that car, on her phone. Y'all motherfuckers love these damn phones. Y'all think them phones gonna save y'all for whatever reason. I guess the guilt that y'all be having when y'all do fuck shit compels y'all to like call somebody that ain't there just so you can try to paint a narrative of victimhood. And it's sad. You knew what the fuck you did. Regardless, she claimed that she, can conceal and carry. But to kill a motherfucker and shoot somebody in the face, point blank, that's beyond the spectrum of self-defense. Especially if they didn't put their hands on you or show you any signs of bodily harm. You shoot them in the face. In the face, not in the leg, not in the kneecap. You might be able to survive depending on where the bullet traveled. Anywhere from the thigh down, you shoot a motherfucker, they 9 times out of 10 they'll live. You shoot a motherfucker from the waist up, yeah, you risking serious calamity and loss of life. But when you shoot a motherfucker point blank in the face, you ain't gave him a chance. And being that this nigga, this weak ass motherfucker that was in between both these women, you couldn't keep the first one because I saw video of your first baby mama, God rest her soul. Yeah, she was a nice one. Very pretty. Nicely put together. You couldn't keep that. But you got with this other sister that lives in Milwaukee. When this shit happened, she doesn't live in Chicago. The woman that is arrested behind this shit. She drove from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Chicago to confront this girl at school when she was dropping her child off. It's a 2.5 hour drive from Milwaukee to Chicago. School normally starts. I drop my kids off every morning at 7:45 They got to be in school. They start their classes at 8:15. You got to be a driving motherfucker and leave out early as shit to be on good bullshit like this. This is some good bullshit right here. This is sad, but it goes on all across the country. But a lot of these cases don't get talked about. That's why we here at the Black Bottom Rise cast, we can talk about these things and try to come to some kind of resolve. No one here had conflict resolution skills at all. And that's the one thing that our people need to learn. We need to learn how to have conflict resolution skills. Sometimes you need to learn how to walk the fuck away. Because if I hadn't walked away from a lot of shit that I dealt with over the years, I'll be in prison for triple life right now. And I'm not trying to brag about that shit. I'm just being real honest about that shit. It ain't worth it. Sometimes it's good just to walk away from a motherfucker sometimes.
Standing right there. This dude right here, this is him standing right there. Child.
It doesn't matter. You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? She put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her. Let's go right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car.
They just hanging out. They're just hanging out. Oh, we here. Yeah, what happened? What happened? Just hanging out. I got a license to carry. So that means I can do whatever I want. And he walking around like the child.
Chicago police saying that early this morning around 9:30 there was a fight between two women. That scene unfolding here near State and Cermak. One of the women allegedly pulled out a gun and shot the other woman in the face. 31-year-old victim was taken to the hospital and later died. Now the suspect has been taken into custody, and Chicago police say this is still a very ongoing investigation.
The excuses? Laughable. She claimed she was a licensed carrier, as if that magic.
I think that's her right there, if I'm not mistaken. Allegedly. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out, child. Just gonna hang out. I guess that's a good thing, so they could catch you real quick.
Justified gunning down an unarmed mother outside her child's school. Witnesses quickly ripped that lie apart. And Carlos, he knew the gun was in the car. He knew what was coming. He didn't stop it. He helped set the stage. Formika was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead shortly after. Confirmation of the nightmare came when a woman known online as the real futuristic Nick posted that Meeks was her sister and that the story was true.
Please, y'all. Please stop sharing them. Poses of my sister, please. Please stop sharing that post of my baby sister on that ground, please. Get y'all, please. For my mama and for me and my siblings' sake. Please, y'all. My sister is gone. Yes, she is. Please.
Let me get out cut that out.
Please, I see y'all calling everything. I can't. I'm doing this to let y'all know I am very broken. Me and my family is broken. Please.
This sad right here, man. This is ultimately sad. Imagine this being your sister. Imagine this being your brother. Imagine this being your father, your cousin, your uncle, your mother. Imagine this being what you're dealing with right now. This is another thing that troubles me about our community. We love to post anything for content. I'm glad that the avenues that I do this story on shows some sort of restraint and respect to not show you the actual, thing that happened. But I saw that yesterday. I seen this video at least 50 times uncensored. And I couldn't believe it. It was sad. The baby daddy had this woman's blood literally on his hands, on his body, and on his shoes. Literally. But I'm quite sure once the police do their more extensive investigations, that if he walks away from this, that's something else. He got to have some connections, because if he don't go down along with his second baby mama, there's some bullshit in the game, man. There's definitely some bullshit in the game. I understand sometimes we get pissed off in these kind of scenarios, but when a life gets lost unnecessarily and you're behind it and you're in the middle of it, yeah, they came on good bullshit early in the goddamn morning, 8 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Y'all motherfuckers gang banging over bacon. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, really? Y'all fighting before your kids can eat their free breakfast. Because half y'all don't fucking feed your kids before they go to school. So y'all want to make sure they get there early enough so they can eat their free breakfast. And not knocking that. Some of us work. Some of us don't have the time to get up, get our kids together, take them to school, and make them breakfast, because we got to get to work. So we can do what we got to do to keep the fucking train moving.
Y'all, please.
All right. Let me move on over to the other one. I'll come back to her maybe. So this is from the family here. And let me shout out Reaper and Kelvin for sending me all this stuff, okay? Yeah, he had her in a headlock. That's what the witnesses are saying. I'm trying to understand how close she had to be with the headlock, or if he was holding her in the headlock and she was SHOT in the face. You know what I'm saying? She a good shot?
This is amazing.
Maybe she a good shot, child. I don't know. Thank you, Jay. He said another colored on colored violence. Lord have mercy. Child, you know you're supposed to be worrying about white supremacy, discrimination, racism, and Donald Trump. I don't know what you're talking about. So his title over here from the family is Chicago Mom Deleted at School Drop-Off by Baby Father's Other Woman on Facebook Live. So all this stuff is still coming to fruition, right? This just happened yesterday, but she definitely on up out of here. That's a for sure fact. And we see that he's standing right there because we see him after seeing all those pictures. Now, they was trying to say, allegedly, that the kid saw it all. But it sounds like he may have at least been in the school and didn't witness it, hopefully.
Nobody wins when the family.
Oh my God!
Baby in the car, bro. Baby in the car. How you feel? You drop that shit off. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. You had it, baby. You had it, bro. You were turning yourself over in the car, bro. You were turning yourself, bro. You had it in the headlock. When you shot her, buddy, I was there. I want to say this for everybody.
I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
She put the gun in the car.
The gun, she saw her. Let's go right here. She saw her. She saw her. She put the gun in the car.
Can you imagine dropping your child off at school, writing a simple note of encouragement, sending your love as they step into a new chapter, only for that to be the last moment your child ever gets with their mother? Fam, today we headed to Chicago, where a tragedy unfolded in front of a schoolhouse. Authorities say a young mother was gunned down while dropping off her child, allegedly by none other than her baby father's other girlfriend, a woman who some now call the other baby mother. But fam, this wasn't just a random act. Court documents and family members say there have been problems before. Warnings were given, and even the victim's own sister has spoken out, describing the turmoil that led up to this deadly confrontation. The baby father himself went to Facebook. Some family members disagree with what he had to say, and some family members agree, while the victim's family continued to grieve and demand answers. In today's story, we're going to look at what happened today step by step, according to what's public, the location, the school, the parents involved.
I'm pretty sure the story is the same over and over and over again. But child, we got to be worrying about what people.
The words that were spoken online, and how simple school drop-offs can turn into a deadly ambush. Most importantly, we'll honor the life of a mother who should still be here raising her child and not being remembered with a rest in peace before her name. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember.
Now let's break this down for a second. Okay. I get Messy Michonne's assessment of the victim right here that's on the screen right now. I know y'all saw some of the clips of her on social media and how she was moving, this, that, and third, especially during the early stages of the happier times when she was with the baby father. Not her husband, but her baby's father. When, brothers and sisters, are we going to come to a point where we're going to stop doing nigga ghetto ass shit? When are we going to say, hey, I know I learned some things from who raised me coming up. Some of it might have not been the best. Some of it might have been great lessons learned. But when are we going to start moving there? When all of us is gone? When everybody got a eulogy spoken upon about what they want to say about you at your last ride? When they plant you in that ground, or however they do you, make cardboard cutouts about you, putting you on t-shirts. Is that when you really realize you could have lived better? And I'm not saying that, everything is all her fault, but at the same time, what did she do to prevent a lot of the bullshit that happened leading up to that incident? I mean, just keep it 100. Black people do black nigga shit. Especially women. Especially when another woman comes around that you might feel intimidated by. And I'm not even trying to say that the next one looked better, because I hear it so many times. The main one always says all the bitches that y'all fuck with so much uglier than me. Okay, that might be the case, aesthetically wise. But maybe they did things that you didn't do. And maybe the man didn't know how to express that to you, or maybe he did express it to you and you just didn't listen. That's why that motherfucker left. This is why communication in relationships is so fucking important. This is why I say it is a dark cloud in dating, living in the Western world. Because a lot of times you hear the cries, but y'all don't really listen. There's a difference between hearing and listening. Yeah, I can hear a fucking car door slam. But did you listen to how that car door slam? I can listen to a speech, but did you really hear what was said in that speech? that might uplift you, bring you to a better mindset, give you an analytical and critical analysis of how you might need to move in the world. These things are important, y'all. And we constantly keep seeing these tragedies. We constantly keep seeing the dysfunction in our community. My question is, what are we going to do about it, people? Like, share, and subscribe if you like the content of what I'm promoting out here right now. If you have any comments, please comment. If you're late to the stream, please hit the like button on the way in and give your comments and your thoughts and suggestions. I like to hear it.
Remember, I don't give you no link. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. When we talk about this tragedy, we also have to talk about the impact a child carries in a broken household. A kid should never have to witness violence or grow up torn between two parents who can't find peace with each other. But too often, that's exactly what happens. Sometimes, the most powerful decision isn't about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about having the strength to walk away. Because at the end of the day, it's the child who suffers the most. Fam, in Chicago alone, police respond to tens of thousands of domestic-related calls every year. And many of those cases involve children. Nationally, studies show one.
And I know that, you know, we're in the 3-hour, you know, time frame of it, but there's a lot more information in this stream that Messi put out here that I really want y'all to know about, so we can get a more broader understanding. So for right now, I'm gonna let this ride out. I'm not gonna interrupt it too many more times. I'm gonna let this ride out until we right out, because this is the last thing we're gonna do for the night. I had some other stuff going on, but this lasted a little bit too long. I told you I wasn't gonna be too long, but like always, it always goes a little longer. But I really need y'all to listen to the information that's right now.
1 out of every 15 kids in America is exposed to DV each year. And when you
Not 1 out of effing 15, that's a lot. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine why these kids are the way that they are. I wonder what the future may hold for them.
narrow that down to African American families, the numbers are even more alarming. Black women face nearly a 30% higher chance of
Oh no, not disproportionately affected again, but they don't want to talk about shit like this at all, right? Good morning, Wolfpack Mind. Good morning, Ms. AB. Shout out to all of y'all. Yeah, I want to get this one in before I leave out. It was easier just to do a live stream than to do a video. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Anybody that's on replay, make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. So this, I don't even know if this is really baby mama versus baby mama. It's really baby mama versus baby daddy and new baby mama at the end of the day. In my opinion, that's what it seems like. But at least this dude here is talking to say, you know, DV is high in the community. Well, why is that, right? And why aren't the pros talking about that instead of focusing, having everybody's focus be on white supremacy, discrimination, and racism? Because child, until shit like this get taken care of, all these kids is going to do is continue to come out, not have parents, be in the streets, and end up one of two places, or three, having a bunch of baby fucking mothers like we don't have that as an issue all damn ready, right? You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Wombat. I see y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Come on now.
in DV compared to a white woman. But when children are involved, the chances of these situations turning deadly rise sharply. So when we're talking about a story like this, it's bigger than just one tragic morning. It's about broken homes, ignored restraining orders, and the children left behind in the aftermath. Fam, meet Romika Meeks, 31 years old, allegedly from Chicago, Illinois. She had a baby with a man identified as a male, as Los, also allegedly from Chicago. According to comments being mentioned by family members, Romika had a restraining order against her baby father, Lo, real name Carl.
Always a restraining order. And how many times do I say the only thing a restraining order does is tell the police where to start? God forbid if something should happen. Why do people not understand that? What you need to do is not deal with people like this. Not to deal with people like this. Wombat, don't start. Don't start. I cannot with you. But you can't say stuff like that, right? You can't say stuff like that. Why do you always talk about your own people? Why do we keep getting into the stupid shit like this? Why? Can somebody answer that question? How come Rolly and the rest of them don't talk about this shit from a perspective of why in the hell does this continue to happen over and over and over again? It's always a restraining order, and it's always after the baby. So there was no signs of nothing before anybody has a baby and gets pregnant. Never, no way. And that's not, again, that's not me coming down on this girl. This is in general, because this ain't the first story. This ain't the second story. It ain't going to be the last story. But these are the questions that nobody wants to answer. And then go ahead and just say that it's just Donald Trump's fault. Or y'all's fault, of course.
Carlos, Monday, September 8, 2025. Carlos and his baby mother, his new baby mother, allegedly drove from Milwaukee. And you'll see how I came up with Milwaukee later in the video. But nonetheless, they wanted to meet at Carlos' son's school on the 2200 block of South State Street just before 9 a.m. early in the morning. Faz Romika, she was getting her child ready for school. She also took a picture of a note that she left him in his lunchbox that wrote, "Happy Monday, son. Today's a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, Mommy." Alongside his school for lunch. But unfortunately, due to the events that happened early in the morning on his way to school, he wouldn't get a chance to enjoy his lunch at school and read the note. As she got out of her car, she quickly noticed her baby father, Carlos. According to a witness, she was put in a headlock by him, even with an alleged restraining order being put out. With the motive being unknown, Carlos' new baby mother had allegedly proceeded to shoot Romika in the face while in the headlock, causing her to be DOA. And she rests in peace and love and condolences to her family. And the sad part about this, Romika's child was also in the car as he witnessed his mom being gunned down by his dad.
So you see this dude,
This is amazing.
This dude said that the kid was in the car. The other lady said the kid was not in the car. All right, we're not sure about that part. But what we are sure of, again, is that she the hell on up out of here. That's what we are sure of at this point. But either way, he's still got to deal with the fact that not only did his mother get taken on up out of here, but it was by his siblings' mother. Okay, because he has babies by both of them. So this baby that's still here has to deal with the fact that possibly his brother or sister, I'm not sure which one's, mother took his mother out. How do you think that family dynamic is about to be? Then there's that kid from the one that allegedly did the deletions relationship with his brother, whose mother is now on up out of here, possibly because of his mother. And both of them got the same father. So now that's 2 kids at minimum with nobody. Child, I can't do this. Thank you, Jay. He said, Bum Keisha love Pookie. She gone. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. I can't take you. Thank you so much, Boo. Andre said, this cycle has been going on for at least 40 years and Black women still signing up to be single mothers. If I mention marriage before carriage, it's always pushback. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why isn't it that this isn't pushed more to be talked about and discussed for the community rather than?
Because it's all about the selfishness of the individual. It's all about getting theirs. It's always about the bottom line, their own wants, needs, and desires. There's no family structure anymore. There's no strong male role model in the household anymore. A lot of these women feel that they can do it all by themselves. And that's it. That's all. And it's getting tiring. It's tired. It's tiresome. It's ridiculous. I mean, what more do we need to do? Okay, what more can we say? That's pretty much all I'm gonna put on that. If you want to know more about that, y'all can go on Mess Me Shine. She got the videos up. She did it on a solo tip. Yeah, man, it's real. It's crazy. and it's tiresome. I don't know what more to say. I know Friday we got a lot more to talk about. So definitely tune in to then. Just trying to do something right now. Let's say I'm struggle streaming out here, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. I'm struggle streaming like a motherfucker. But anyway, with that being said, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. I appreciate y'all for all y'all that tuned in on the live stream in real time. Shout out to everybody that tunes in on the replay gang. You are here at the Black Bottom Broadcast. I'm your host, Ross Lee, and I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Peace.